Calling to order the regular meeting of the Wheeling Plan Commission for Thursday, January 10th, 2019. Please stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Commissioner Blanova.
Here.
Commissioner Creech.
Present.
Commissioner Kalis.
Here.
Commissioner Powers is here. Chairman Fotto is absent with prior notice. And Acting Chairman Johnson.
Here. Well, welcome to the first PC meeting of the new year. Looks like we're off to another busy year. So let's get started. Steve, any changes to the agenda?
No changes.
Okay, citizens' concerns and comments, we have no one signed up for. Moving on to consent items. Docket number SCBA 19-1, Maze, 280 East Dundee Road, appearance approval of a wall sign. Do I hear a motion?
So moved. Second.
Motion by Commissioner Kayla, seconded by Commissioner Creech. Mr. Secretary.
Commissioner Kalis.
Yes.
Commissioner Creech.
Yes.
Commissioner Blanova.
Yes.
Commissioner Powers votes yes. And Chairman Johnson.
Yes. Items for review. We have docket number 2018-31, which was continued from December 20th for Kelly's Café, 30 West Dundee Road, special use site plan approval of a sit-down restaurant. Do we have the petitioner here? And you were sworn in last time?
Anthony Shea.
Okay. So what have we changed since the last time?
So I gave Steve the new revised layout of.
This is my,
You pull up the mic.
pull the mic up or?
Sorry, is that better?
Yeah.
Yes.
I gave Steve the new revised layout of what we plan to do because I remember the rendering that I had before wasn't as copacetic, and I was hoping that this one with the 2 bathrooms and the prep area and the machine area would be, and the bar area would be hopefully a lot better than before.
Anything else you want to add before we go to the commissioners?
Nope.
Okay. Commissioner Blanova.
Thank you. I don't have any questions in this one.
Nothing?
Nope, nothing. Thank you.
Commissioner Powers.
Just what I'm looking at here, what is there a difference between what's on the top and what's on the bottom of this site plan? Or anything, any difference there?
Like,
Or you just have, is the bottom just like labeled as to what the stuff is?
What they actually put
oh,
in.
so the top, okay, yeah, that's what, okay. So when you walk in, you'll see that that's going to be ceramic tile, kind of like in that area. And then in the middle, where the prep area, or by the gaming area, will be carpet. And then behind the bar will be tile, and just kind of where carpet and tile was placed. And
I guess what I'm at, okay, that's helpful. Just like you have gaming station labeled on the bottom, so the top is just
it's
like.
the same thing, except the top just shows ceramic tile and carpet areas.
Okay, oh, I see. Okay, I have nothing else.
Commissioner Creech.
Good evening.
How are you?
I have to say that I do like this plan much better than the first one that you presented.
Thank you.
I really have no questions. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Kalis.
Thank you. Exactly what he said.
Thank you.
I have no questions.
Okay. My only comment is, to me, it still seems like just a tavern, not a sit-down restaurant, because we have no tables. I know you have a very small space you're working with. But I have no other question. I do like this layout better, but I wish it was a little bit bigger.
Me too.
And Did you have the renderings?
So, as funny as you said that, my architect that was designing one for another plan that I had set was the one that we were agreeing on at first, that we didn't come to an agreement, and then we came to this one. He had to change, the day after we had the last meeting, he said, I asked him, I said, I need a new proposal, we need to get a whole new colored rendering. And it was right around Christmas time, and then he was going out of the country, and then he came back, he said that he'll have it done within, like, when he came back, he said he'll have it done as soon as possible. So I'm just waiting for this to be a color rendering, and then I wanted to forward that to Mr. Robles as soon as possible.
Comments, Steve?
No, in terms of the artistic renderings or the graphics that were previously presented that had a different schematic, as Anthony had mentioned, there wasn't time to provide them. At a minimum, we have received the revised floor plan to address the Plan Commission's previous comment regarding relocating the gaming area, which you see here. I do have the previous floor plan just for comparison purposes. This was presented back in December, and then this is the now revised currently proposed plan.
Does the commission have any other questions on this? Okay, do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Motion made by Commissioner Creech, seconded by Commissioner Kalis. Roll call.
Commissioner Creech,
Yes.
Commissioner Kalis,
No.
Commissioner Blanova,
No,
Commissioner Powers votes no, and Chairman Johnson.
No. So we are just a recommending body. You can still go to the village board.
This will go to the village board on the, I believe that's the
20th?
19th. The date is there, sorry. Apologize. That will be the 21st.
January?
Yes.
Yeah.
January, yes.
And we'll have something.
We're
for
experiencing some technical difficulties right now on this, so we'll get this decision sheet signed, and then I will
Whatever you
email it
need from
over
me,
to
you know,
Yeah,
I'm here. And then, what time, January 21st?
6:30.
6:30?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Same location.
Thank you.
I'll be in
Thank
touch.
Okay, thanks.
Not talking to the people?
Yeah, it's not the Excel's, why don't we, if we could take a quick.
Okay, we're going to take a
break.
quick recess while we get our computer system working on it. items for review. Item B, docket number 2019-2, Eggsperience, 419 West Dundee Road, special use approval of a sit-down restaurant. This would be in Building F of the town center. Steve, anything?
Yes, just one quick note in that this special use request, since the Building F, in this case, has already received site plan approval as well as appearance approval, the special use here is simply just for the special use itself for the restaurant. In addition to that, there was a site plan that was originally sent out that was had mechanical overlays on it, and so we have received the site plan here, which is a more kind of just basic floor plan, not site plan, but floor plan here. Outdoor seating is just illustrative. They're not asking for any outdoor seating at this current time, so it's just on there. And then the staff report and the exhibits of the petitioner are made part of tonight's record.
Okay, thank you. I neglected to give our secretary a chance to do his thing here.
Docket number 2019-2, Eggsperience lessee is seeking special use site plan approval as required under Title 19 zoning of the Wheeling Municipal Code, Chapter 19-05 Mixed Use and Overlay Districts, Chapter 19-10 Use Regulations, Chapter 19-12 Site Plan Approval Requirements and Associated Sections Order to establish a sit-down restaurant at 419 West Dundee Road, which is Zone MXC Commercial Residential Mixed Use District. Standards for a special use. A zoning special use is defined in Title 19 of the Village of Wheeling zoning is the use of a parcel of land that requires review and consideration before approval due to circumstances or effects on the surrounding properties that may adversely affect them. In order to be considered for a special use, petitioner is required to demonstrate through testimony to the Plan Commission at the public hearing why their request meets the conditions of the village code, including but not limited to how the proposed use will not damage the enjoyment or use of the surrounding properties. Prior to the public hearing, the petitioner provides written statements meant to show that their request for a special use meets the standards established in Title 19. The Commission chairperson will typically direct that these statements be entered into the record without a full reading of them at the hearing. Based upon the testimony and supporting materials submitted, the Plan Commission will make findings in support of or against the petitioner's testimony and report those findings to the village board. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. Friedman, is it just you speaking tonight?
For experience, yes. The
Okay.
proprietor is not here.
Raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're going to give tonight to be the truth?
I do.
Thank you. The floor is yours.
For those of you who don't know, Experience is a breakfast and lunch diner concept, full sit-down restaurant, open daily until 2:30 p.m. They offer your traditional American breakfast offerings and a couple of unique kind of Mexican-style breakfast theme items as well, along with a number of sandwiches and salads and coffee, orange juice, and whatnot. It's a very bright, open, cheery kind of, sunny diner eggs concept. I think it's a really good use. It'll help bring in some morning traffic, daytime traffic, and will help alleviate some of the evening congestion. So we're really happy to have them on board. I think it's a great use, and as Steve mentioned, we already got approval on the building appearance, so we're really just here for the special use tonight.
Okay, thank you. I'll start with Commissioner Kalis.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Brad. You touched on it's only till 3 o'clock, and this is across all the experiences do this, so there's no chance of expanding. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get your
guess you-
eggs before 3
I
p.m.
don't know. It's pretty. Okay. Yeah, I was just curious. I know there's the learning center going in. That's like more of a daytime thing. So it seems like there's a daytime shift sort of thing with a couple of businesses. So that'll balance it out, like you mentioned. So other than that, pretty straightforward. I have no real questions about that. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Commissioner Creech.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Brad, nice to see you back here again. Everything looks in order. I don't have any questions. Congratulations.
That's because we already discussed the trash location.
There you go.
To great extent. Commissioner Powers?
The only thing I had is this place going to have more than one entrance? Or are those, because it looks like there's three doors.
It's really one main entrance that you see in the top left of the drawing. That's their main entrance. There's a side entrance to serve some of the outdoor seating, but that's really more for employees or patrons that are eating outside that might want to go inside to use the restroom. But of course, as Steve mentioned, the outdoor seating is not getting approved tonight. So yes, there is only one main entrance.
So one main entrance, but there's possibility that, like, it even looks like on the left side of this, there could be another exit, but those would be exit-only doors, right? It wouldn't, not used.
They're really meant for employees to bring food out to the outdoor areas if and when that gets approved at a later point in time.
I have nothing. Good job as usual.
Thanks.
Commissioner Blanova?
Thank you. Yeah, the only question I have, when approximately can be built?
When is it going to be built?
Yeah.
Well, we actually already broke ground on Building F. And so we completed the foundation. We're in the process of putting up the core and shell. We anticipate turning over the space to the tenant, I'm going to say March. Wow. So, but then they're going to have their interior built out, and once he gets special use approval, he's going to apply for his permits, business license, health, and interior build-out permits.
Got it. Oh, awesome. Great.
And then he'll probably open up late spring.
Wow.
Oh, wow, that fast.
So,
I can't wait. Beautiful. Thank you.
sure.
Okay, and I really have nothing on this one.
Is this the newer layout right here than the one we have? There's a typo if you care in the old one, but it's old, so it says restaurant, not restaurant, but it's old, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just didn't want you to embarrass yourself, in the future, so
That happens all the time.
there you go.
This is a public hearing. If there's anyone in the audience that needs to speak on this, please do so. No? Okay. Then do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Powers, seconded by Commissioner Kalis. Roll call.
Commissioner Powers, vote yes. Commissioner Kalis?
Yes.
Commissioner Blanova?
Yes.
Commissioner Creech?
Yes.
Chairman Johnson?
Yes. Thank you. You'll have something to sign on this one?
Yes.
And then Chairman Johnson, we
Yes.
need a motion to close the public hearing.
Motion to close.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Second? Second.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Flintstones. Jetsons.
Wasn't my
I could just wait to sign
Yeah.
that until
Yeah.
we
Till
do
the next
meat and potato.
Okay. Too much walking for you?
Way too much walking, yeah.
You have to sit down first and then come back up.
Okay, so moving on to docket number 2019-3, Meat and Potato Eatery, 403 West Dundee Road, special use approval of a sit-down restaurant. This is also in Building F, the other end of Building F. Mr. Secretary.
Docket number 2019-3, Meat and Potato Eatery, lessee is seeking special use site plan approval as required under Title 19 zoning of the Wheeling Municipal Code, Chapter 19-05, mixed use and overlay districts, Chapter 19-10, use regulations, Chapter 19-12, site plan approval requirements, and associated sections order to establish a sit-down restaurant at 403 West Dundee Road, which is zone MXC, commercial, residential, mixed-use district. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Once again, this is a public hearing. If there's anyone in the audience that wants to speak on this.
We do have the owners and operators with us, so they might want to.
Come on down. Guess we got some questions for you. Raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're going to give is the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. All right. Well, you saw what Brad did on the first one, so tell us what, the floor is yours to explain what you're doing here.
Yeah, okay. My name's Ted. I'm one of the main owners of the business. We're opening, this is our 4th location. It's a fast casual, sit-down concept, homemade, meals, a lot of specialty dinner options, traditional sandwiches, a lot of specialty sandwiches. We're known for, a lot of our meat and potato bowls, which is really popular nowadays. It's geared towards families. We do a lot with the communities, sponsoring teams, things like that. We offer deliveries and, catering. So there's a lot of different avenues of our business. It's all, again, homemade quality, comfort food, real nice fit for the community. That's pretty much in a nutshell.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mentioned this is the 4th location. Where else are you located?
Yeah, this is our 4th location for the Meat and Potato Eatery. Myself, I've been in business for 30 years, believe it or not. We have our first locations in McHenry, Illinois, Carpentersville, and Lake Zurich. So then, we wanted to join the community here. It was a great development, good opportunity.
Okay. Well, we'll go right to the commissioners then. Commissioner Powers.
Thanks. So is it, I'm going to ask the same question I asked by the last one. Is there one main entrance here, and could you just show me where that is real quick?
Do you want me to? We do have
the
two.
front and the back, is that?
Well, they're both on the.
Could you show me what the mouse word it is?
They're both on the south. This plan is actually flipped a little bit with the entryways. So there's an entryway here, and then there's an entryway that's going to be on the side here. Those are the two main entryways.
Okay.
But the main entry is going to be the southwest,
Yeah,
which
with
is the parking lot side.
Yeah, with the vestibule. So there's a main entryway with a vestibule, and then there's a secondary entryway as well.
Okay, so when I look at Building F, where Experience was on the north end, this is on the far south end?
Correct, yes.
Okay, so the gaming area, I guess there was, the rule I thought was 5, and it looks like you got 6. So is there going to be 5? We're looking at 5 and not 6?
The 6th machine is basically the ATM.
ATM?
Yeah, so there's only 5. State will only allow 5.
I think it shows 6 and an ATM, but it will be just 5.
Can you change the drawing to make it 5 plus the ATM before it goes to the board?
We are willing to accept conditional approval based on 5 gaming machines and an ATM.
Okay. I don't want to leave fire department. You're okay with this, Ron?
Yes.
Okay. I have nothing else.
Thank you, Ron.
Commissioner Kalis.
Thank you, Chairman. So you said 30 years in the industry, not experience, right? Experience is just 3 years or 4 years? Or meat, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, meat and potato. That's right.
Originally,
So
we're not going to go that route. So I also own the Brunch Cafe concept. We're opening our 8th location.
got it. So that's
On
your
that side.
history.
But they
meat and
snubbed us out
potatoes.
for experience. It's fine.
Okay.
So we do have, a lot of experience ourselves
Yeah.
personally. I was 15 years old when I opened our first restaurant in Jefferson Park. So
Oh, gee.
You
and
just
right
told
now
us how old you were.
I'm 45.
No,
Yeah,
you-
It's okay.
With the math, no.
So, yeah, we have, by May, we're going to have 13 operating restaurants.
great.
We have a big operating group,
Okay.
restaurant group, so.
I just wanted, meat and potato eatery is since 2015, so.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
But the other concepts are
Which
obviously.
you've been in the industry
Well,
forever.
yes.
Great. it's good to know you have a ton of experience. That's helpful, I'm sure.
Always learning.
It's a cutthroat industry,
Yeah.
and so what would you say sets you apart from, other, experience or other, spots like that?
So the concept, it's, the initial, it's just another fast food, fast casual, and it's not. When people sit down and they eat, the service, we are counter service, but we have runners, you get a number at the table. So after you order, it's full service.
Okay.
You have people tending to your, needs, and the quality, everything's made in-house. So
Great.
we buy very, very minimal, quick service type stuff. So it's just pretty much the quality. I mean, we built our business on quality and service. We stand by it, and I think the community is going to really enjoy it.
I also think the menu offerings are unique in terms of how they put together their bowl entrees and how they mix them up.
Okay.
So if you take a look at the menu, it's kind of unique. They mix in certain meats with French fries and other stuff, and just kind of bring it all together.
Okay. I appreciate
And they
you.
also do a very large catering business, which I think is great for not only the residential building, but also for servicing a lot of the sporting events that take place over at Heritage Park.
Corporate board meetings, yeah, hospitals, we do it all. Yeah.
Your call. Great. That's I do appreciate a more custom off. You are a chain of sorts, but not like it's not like McDonald's. So.
Still a mom and pop.
Yeah, I appreciate
Still
that.
there every day. Grinding.
But yeah, everything else is pretty straightforward. That's all I got. Thank you.
Commissioner Blanova.
Thank you. If I'm not mistaken, one of your locations serving alcohol. Are you planning to serve alcohol in this location as well?
Actually, I hold 10 liquor license. So all my
All of them
breakfast
will
and
be-
lunch, yeah. My other concept, the Brunch Cafe, it's breakfast, lunch also, 6:30 to 2:30. We sell mimosas, Bloody Marys, things like that. This one, the main potato, we do beer and wine only. And that's required by the state to have the gaming. It's a very small part of the business, but it does help pay the bills, so.
So nothing on the rocks, I'm just kidding.
No,
Nothing on the rocks.
no. For you,
Want your
maybe.
beer on the rocks, I guess.
Okay, I'll remember that. Thank you so much. That's all I have. Thank you.
You're welcome, no problem.
Commissioner Creech.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Gentlemen, welcome to Wheeling. Everything looks like it's in order.
Thank you.
I have no questions.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right. I did have some questions on the floor plan versus the elevations. And I talked with Steve about this yesterday. I don't know. Did he talk to you, Brad?
Yeah, we did. And I'm sorry that there was a mix-up with a flipped floor plan that was sent in. Since then, the architect has taken the core and shell drawing that was approved with the entry locations. What you see up here in terms of where the tables are located, where the kitchen is located, where the bathrooms are located, none of that changes. The only thing that changes on the plan is the location of the entryways. So this entryway vestibule area that you see here is actually going to be up here, and then there's going to be another entryway on the side of the building here.
Okay.
So
So that will match the elevation.
Show here. Well, that's not
Yeah.
elevation, but
So it's going to be like this.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Site plan.
I'm sorry. The vestibule entry is, the main entry is on the west
Side.
side of the
Right.
building.
So you're really turning the doors the other way.
Yeah, 90-degree turn. That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
That will be reflected on the floor plan going to the board, I presume? We will make that a condition.
Well, we certainly can do that, and then also it will be on the interior drawings that are submitted, for permit approval
Yeah.
as well.
But I think we should probably get it corrected for the board.
I want to see the gaming changed on too, if they're going to
And as long as you're doing that, take out the one gaming terminal.
Okay.
please.
But yeah, we're fine to have that updated floor plan submitted
Great.
for the board to review. And I'm sorry for the confusion.
They had me puzzled.
You're very diligent. Good job.
You said you order at the counter. Now, where on this floor plan is that?
So right in the center of, right in the center of the, here. Right here.
Okay,
So there's two POS systems there. You order, you get your number. Once you place your order, you sit down and runners come out, with trays and
the
foods.
number on the table kind of thing?
Correct.
Okay. I think that's all I had. Anyone have any other questions?
Chairman, I had one more question I
Yes, sir.
remembered. Your other locations are, I don't know, with those villages, do you have gaming machines there as well?
Correct. This will be the fourth one with
Okay,
gaming also.
so all of them have, is
Yes.
that kind of part of the culture? Is that just kind of, I know it's extra revenue, obviously, but it's just,
Yeah, I mean, it's, with this type of establishment, people tend to, enjoy that. It's very tasteful. You can't see, we get emails from families saying, thanks for, having it in an enclosed room.
I do like that, yeah.
Yeah, they love that. So, we can benefit a little bit.
Sure.
And then the adults get to have a little fun.
Okay, I just had to ask.
Enjoy to come in.
You speak in the microphone if you're gonna, yeah, thank you.
A lot of the parents enjoy to come in and they'll order their food to go, and they'll just go play a couple games, take home the rest of the food to their family. So
Okay,
it's just a nice another offering for everyone else.
just had to ask, because it's a very hot topic in this village, if you know that. So, okay, thank you.
Is that a completely enclosed room, or is it glass
The
walled?
entrance is, right there on the left side, right in this area.
Yeah, but is it solid walls all the way up, or windows?
Solid walls, I believe,
I thought
it goes up.
visibility was part of the requirement.
Is it the inside that's gonna be exposed?
It might be like 6 or 7 feet up.
There's a way on the inside where we'll be able to,
Keep an eye on it.
keep an eye on it.
All right,
But they're very strict. I mean, we've got this down to a wire now. There's carding, there's, we have cameras in there,
Okay.
and there's monitors in the front, so anybody that's in there, they scratch their nose, we see it, so it's well monitored.
All right. Anything else?
I'll make a motion once I hear the condition.
Yes, there are the two conditions that were discussed currently, and then staff had incorporated an additional one regarding the need to obtain a village liquor license. So they are, condition number one, prior to the village board meeting, the floor plan shall be revised so that the number of video gaming machines does not exceed a total of 5. Number two, prior to the installation and operation of any video gaming machines in the tenant space, the petitioner needs to obtain a license from the village's liquor commission. And then number three, the location of the entry door shall be updated prior to the village board meeting.
Okay, I'll make the motion to approve now.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Powers, seconded by Commissioner Creech. Roll call.
Commissioner Powers votes yes. Commissioner Creech?
Yes.
Commissioner Blanova?
Yes.
Commissioner Johnson, I'm sorry, Commissioner Kalis?
Yes.
And Chairman Johnson.
Yes.
All right.
Why do you?
And then we need a motion to close the public hearing.
Because
Motion to close the public hearing,
only gaming,
So move.
Second.
because
It's all the same.
made by Commissioner Blanova, seconded by Commissioner Powers. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Now you have to come up and sign.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, waiting for him to finish building.
That's a good thing, right?
That's great. Okay, there's 4 things here.
This is for the,
Yeah, Starbucks is gonna open up first week of
No.
March.
the one that can give us work. I'll send it to him, and just so we have at least something.
And then, well, the residential buildings.
This is for Billy's. Oh. So you have it done. I hear the reservations at the apartments are going well too?
Well, yeah, we do. We have, there's some reservations. We're just waiting to get a
record with 3 dockets.
Run people through. The space, and give them tours.
I thought that was going to be pretty.
Yeah, they're gonna start some of the inspections later
Yes.
this month. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brad.
Brad, I'll be in touch about coordinating the revisions and getting them in, so,
No problem.
all right, thank you.
All right, next we have approval of minutes for December 20th, 2018, including findings for dockets number 2018-30, 2018-29, and SCBA 18-57. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Kayla, seconded by Commissioner Powers. This a roll call or
All in favor?
I would do roll call.
roll call?
Okay, Commissioner Blanova?
Yes.
Approving minutes.
Approve.
Yes. Commissioner Creech?
Abstain.
Okay, Commissioner Kalis?
Okay, yes.
Commissioner Powers votes yes, and Chairman Johnson?
Yes.
I wasn't there.
I know. How dare you not be?
Other business. Steve, anything?
Just to follow up on Commissioner Blanova's question regarding the window signs at the Jimenez grocery store, we had our property maintenance team take a look at that. It does look like a lot, but they do meet the window sign requirement that says that 50% of the window has to be open, so they do have that bottom portion of the window.
Yeah, it's
that-
less now.
Yes,
Definitely.
so we've looked into that, and they're now compliant with that, so just wanted to follow up and let you know.
Thank you.
On that note, I think the Dundee dog signs, the ones that were stapled around the light pole, I think those are gone.
Yeah, I
It
noticed
looks
that,
cleaner now, definitely.
yeah.
Jim would be so happy.
So compliance has been making their moves.
Thank you, Steve, and staff for your work on that.
Steve, you also sent out that email, I don't know if everybody saw that today, regarding that other sign.
The other wall sign, yes, that's correct.
Did everybody see that
Yeah.
email that went out today?
La Raza dollar?
La Raza dollar. Want to just explain?
Yeah, just real quickly, we wanted to let the Plan Commission aware of that sign, since there was some discussion previously regarding the facade and the need to clean that up. The store owner has, they last week power washed the storefront, which significantly did clean up the facade. When staff was out there, we did, Brooke and myself did a field inspection, and found out that those 3 tenant spaces there actually have varying colors of their facade, so it kind of gives the appearance of maybe a facade that isn't clean, but it's due to the paint color itself. There is some additional patching and painting that needs to be done to the La Raza tenant space to fully comply, but given the current weather conditions, there isn't an ability for them right now to patch and paint. There is a provision in the sign code for this situation during winter conditions. The code allows for the business owner to have up until June 1st to make those repairs and paint. So we have informed the owner of that, and we'll be working with them to make sure that they do the remainder of the painting and repairs prior to the deadline.
Thank you. Commissioner Belanova, any other business?
No, sir, not tonight.
Commissioner Powers?
The only thing I was kind of surprised to see was by the Gulf Station, the monument sign was actually landscaped and taken care of. I was kind of surprised for the longest time, so petitioner, I mean, if the owner's listening or the staff, whoever made that happen, it's much better. Thank you. That's it.
Commissioner Creech,
I have nothing, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Kalis,
Nothing here, thank you.
Steve, anything else?
Nothing further.
Mallory?
Nope.
And I have nothing. Ron, anything from the fire department? All right, then do I hear a motion to close the meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Creech, seconded by Commissioner Powers. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting closed.
That was a good one.